Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. He shreds the tackle.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run some good.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wonder how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find room. It's Singleton. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough for a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this third and short. See what you can do from here.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, great job up front here in getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37 here.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Should be the last play of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Movement at the second level of the defense now. There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly, making people miss. They bring him down to the 25 and moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Looking to throw it again. Trying to create here on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The pocket breaking down. Grab behind the line. It's Weber. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Here's the second down play. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Finds room at the 30. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's West. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Buckeyes. It was a foot race and he won it. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Running back grabs it on a screen. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And now from the pistol formation. Here's that defense shifting again. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Getting set up. Here's second down. And the single back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Can he get there on the ground? The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw. It's Allard. And they heave it deep downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quick throw to the left. It's caught downfield. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, it's Allard. And looking for a big play here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Toss play to the outside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Offense ready to start this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Here's the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's an important first down on that running play. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights through a tackle. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this fourth down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the first down marker.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He's going to hand this off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Back to pass. It's Aller. Running back has it on a screen now. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense that you can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Offense operating from the pistol. Quick throw caught on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing in third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Penn State. That puts them on top in the second half. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine of a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Ohio State.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Press coverage now from the secondary. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field. It's Allen. Quick throw to his receiver. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 33. 3rd down coming up.
Third down play for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Linebacker shifting around now. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Here's the handoff. Just a small gain. We'll get it 2nd and 9. Play on this drive coming up. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Play action fake. Looking to throw. On the run here. Let's it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So tie game. 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. To throw, it's Aller. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. One down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a 1st down.
They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
To kick the extra point. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's West. When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Now the important point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. State offense comes back on the field. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Single back takes the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. It's Allen. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. The timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. These are the moments you prepare for every week in practice. One final drive late in the game. Handoff to the right side. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And they get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Can he make it to the marker? And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. The Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Now, Penn State.
So now on comes the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages.